Hey, hey, what's up, everyone? It's me, DJ Buckets, and here we are with another radio show. I think this is my third one that I've done so far, so this is kind of fantastic. I've been having a lot of fun up here. It's been a good time just playing music for you guys. So, I mean, I'm excited. We're here with a whole other hour of music to go, so I'm very, very excited for it. I don't actually have that much music lined up for you guys here, so I'm gonna be kind of going on a limb playing whatever's here because usually I have like a lot of music prepared for about like artists that I like and stuff. I still have some of that. I'm gonna be playing a lot of songs that I've played before because I want to play some of the songs. Sorry, but so this is gonna be yeah. Uh, yeah, I don't know. Just I hope you guys enjoy. Uh, Here's a song. All right, everyone. Yeah, that was One More Time by Daft Punk. That's a song that I kind of I like a lot. Yeah, no, I heard it for the first time when I was well, I mean everyone knows the song. I don't need to explain where I heard it for the first time because everyone's heard it. I'm looking at my messages that I had. One of my friends is messaging me right now, and he's making fun of me for stuttering right there. So I just want to say, you're mean to me, Phoenix. Anyways, so I guess I don't really know what to talk about right now. So let's talk about video games. Why not? Video games are a fun thing, and there's one that I've been playing with a friend recently, with two of my friends. It's called Barotrauma, and that's a game that I've been actually having like a lot of fun with because it's like a submarine game, and like something about just like the ocean and stuff like that. It's fascinating to me. It's fun. It's a very like a crisis management type of thing where, bad things happen, and when bad things happen, you have to go fix everything, and like there's monsters trying to get you and stuff, and then you have to get rid of them so you can go get money, buy better ships, do other things. It's cool. It's made by a company or not a company. It's made by some developers that I used to be huge fans of because they made some a horror game called SCP Containment Breach. Yeah, yeah, it was Containment Breach. But yeah, if you guys ever want some kind of like video game recommendation, and you guys have like a computer you guys want, or you guys have, try playing Barotrauma. Great game, very fun, and it makes me it stresses me out in a good way, because when bad things happen, it's oh my god, it is there's so much like the whole ship starts flooding. Things get inside. There's a lot of screaming, like with the there's a lot of screaming involved, and I think that's really fun. Unless you're all like very and the same friend is messaging my. Okay, I'm gonna read out his messages right here. It's your fault when bad things happen. It's usually Bucket's fault, and he isn't completely wrong. He does kind of have a point, but I'm not gonna let him have that victory because you know what? I do not care if it's my fault or not. It's still I hate this guy. I'm not gonna lie to you. He's kind of mean to me. But yeah. So that's my talk segment done. I guess. Uh, Man, I really don't have too much to talk about at the moment. So I guess let's just go to another song. Why not? It's probably easier to just listen to music and just talk over things. So here's another song that I kind of like a bit that I played last time I was here. "Connect" by Claris, which is actually the opening for what anime is it? If you guys have ever seen Madoka Magica, the anime, this is the opening for that show. So, I mean, I guess I hope you guys enjoy it. So, there's just two songs that I really like a lot. One of them is Suki no Koibumi by C418 featuring Laura Shigahara. She's a very talented I talked about this last time I played it. Yeah, she did a song for Deltarune, which is super interesting. But yeah, so that's a C418 song, the guy who made Minecraft and everything, which is the game that everybody knows about. It's one of the biggest games of all time. I actually haven't played Minecraft in a very very long time, but I remember a couple of years ago, like me and my friends would play it like all the time. I'm pretty sure it was like the game that like usually like it brought us like together, I guess, because all of us lived like on other sides of the country or the state, and it was just like, hey, you know what we could play? Let's play some Minecraft together. So we ended up playing that game a lot, and that was a really fun like time in my life, I guess. We used to like build things all the time. We had a bunch of little like I don't. We just had a good time on there, and it's kind of like man, really, it's really been a bit, hasn't it? But yeah. Maybe I should play the game again. No, I know why I haven't played Minecraft a lot recently. It's because I can't get into my account. Because I guess they did like a whole like a migration thing, so that like uh they used to use I don't know what they used to use, but you used to be able to have a Java account or something. Was that how it worked? That was how it worked. Right? Yeah, it was like an old Java account or something like that. And then yeah, you gotta link it to your Microsoft account, and in the process, you need to like give them like information and stuff. I don't know the security information for my Minecraft account because my dad made it, and I've just been too lazy to ask him like, hey, can you check your email real quick so I can get my Minecraft account back? I know you're listening to this, Dad. You told me you were listening, so when we get home, can you please let me have my Minecraft account back? I haven't asked you because I've just forgotten every time. I need you to do that for me. So, uh, so be ready for a question about that when I get home tonight. But, so yeah, that's Minecraft. And we also have the other song that I played, which is "Connect" by Claris, which is like I said earlier, the opening for Madoka Magica. Which honestly, if you guys like anime, which I mean, this is like an anime themed radio station, so I'm hoping you kind of do a little bit. But Madoka Magica is probably one of my favorite shows of all time. Favorite animes of all time. I don't know what it is about it. I haven't even seen it since like I was in middle school. Maybe it's not even that good anymore. Who knows? But yeah, everyone, you should all go watch Madoka Magica if you're into like kind of like I guess it's because it's a grittier type of show. You know, there's a lot of like bad things that happen, but there's a lot of cool things. The show is just fun. It's supposed to be like about like a bunch of high school girls. You know, like oh magical girls, awesome magic, ooh they're transforming and stuff. And then a couple episodes in, it's kind of you know you kind of realize like oh wait a second this is not great. This is oh no. There are some things happening here that I'm not very happy about. And what happened to this character? Oh no. And it's a really good show. It kind of hit me a lot emotionally when I watched it for the first time like 6 years ago. Maybe I'll go back and rewatch it. I don't know. I did find some it's like a re-edited version of Madoka Magica that I found like 2 years ago maybe. I've been meaning to watch it, but it's kind of just I'm very bad at like finishing TV shows. Like I usually okay, you too. No, because something about like I guess I just can't focus very well whenever I'm watching like a show. So like I'll see something and it's like I watched the first 3 episodes and it's like whoa that was super interesting and like I want to see more of it. That was fantastic and then I just drop it, and I never get back to it again because it's like, you know what? Nah, I don't want to watch it right now. I don't want to watch it right now. I'm fine, and then I just don't finish it. So that's what I did with the Madoka. Uh, that's what that's what I did with Demon Slayer. Surprisingly, I keep getting talked like people keep talking to me about Demon Slayer and stuff. Like, oh, dude, have you seen it? It's so good. And it's like, yeah, I saw the first episode, and it was fantastic, and I loved it, and it hooked me, and then I just didn't continue from there. And again, my friend is getting mad at me because I did the same thing for ReZero, because which is a show that I really liked. I actually didn't drop that one in a few episodes. I dropped that one in about 34 episodes, which might be even worse, honestly. But from what I've watched, I think I have like 4 or 5 episodes left to finish. Which Pieman, Phoenix, we should finish that at some point. You know, you gotta force me to do it more. But yeah, ReZero, fantastic show. You know, it's like a classic isekai plot where oh, guy gets transported to another world. Whoa, wow, interesting, awesome. Uh, I say that ironically, but it is probably one of my favorite shows that I've seen from that genre. You know, something about it is just it's fun. The main character is really likable. He's a little weird sometimes, and when I say weird, I mean like he's kind of just a little cringe. I hate to say it, but man, some of the things he does in that show are just so like why I don't understand why he would even like it makes me upset. It's not like the type of like oh this is a really strange person. No, it's just like this guy made some really bad decisions and he just will not own up to them. There's one episode where he's like I don't want to explain it. I don't want to soil it. It's probably the worst section of the show just because it makes me upset watching it. But ReZero, fantastic show. You guys should definitely try watching it. And I brought up Deltarune earlier, which I bring that back because I actually have a song uh, from Deltarune, which was uploaded by another artist that I played here a lot, Camellia. He actually has it on YouTube. You can go listen to it. He provides the downloads and everything to it for free. So if you want to like add that to your music collection, there you go. Awesome. But anyways, yeah. So here's Camellia's version of Rude Buster, one of my favorite songs from the game. So All right, hey people, that was ringtone. Actually, no, I know what I'll talk about. No, that was ringtone by Nufori, a artist that I've been listening to a lot because I just love her music. She's like super into that like whole like trance kind of thing. If you guys have ever listened to Virtual Self, it's a very similar to that kind of thing. Where I mean, this one's not like a trance type of song at all. But I mean, I don't know. Genres are completely meaningless, anyways. But that's how I found her through a lot of those kind of like hyper trance projects, very like the Y2K era type of things. Very cool artist. Y'all should go listen to Nufori if you ever get the chance because all of her music is just fantastic. Anyways, so I'm not too sure what to talk about, so I'm going to talk about something that happened to me last weekend, which was I went to Anime Fiesta, which is I talked about at the other time. I met a lot of cool people over there, and something that I've always loved about going to like conventions and things like that. I love cosplay. I'm not very good at it. I don't try cosplaying myself at all. I think I have like once or twice, and looking back at it, it was fun, but it didn't look the best. I mean, it was a really good time. I still had an idea. I had a great time with everything, but I'm not really a cosplay type of guy. But I've seen people who are just like, man, like their costumes, the makeup they do, and everything. It's so fascinating to me. It's interesting, and then like the costume design. I know my dad. He doesn't do cosplay very often, but he does have like a costume that he made for it was a red versus blue costume, so it was like a Halo Spartan. It was blue because it was Caboose, one of my favorite characters from Red versus Blue, and he just like went and over the course of like a year, he just like printed out some hard paper and he folded it up, hardened it. I don't remember the exact process. I was a little bit young. I don't remember too much, but the end result was one of the coolest looking like Halo costumes that I've seen in a long time, which is super sick. I know he won like every time he'd go to a convention with that, he would win like the grand prize because everyone liked the costume so much. Uh, he would like always like keep putting in lights and stuff in it. So I know like the latest version of the costume has like helmet lights on the side. It has lights on the shoulders, and I know he's got like a fan in the helmet for like ventilation because those costumes are hot. I don't know if you guys ever like worn stuff like that, uh, but like those kind of like helmets, they're very. There's no ventilation. You are getting no air. You were just like, oh my god. I wore that for a bit, and it was just like, nah, I can't do this. So, yeah, the ventilation, the fan in the back, very helpful. But yeah, that's probably like my favorite thing about just going to conventions and stuff. Just because there are so many people who put the same amount of effort into their costumes and how they go dressed up and everything, and it's just going over there and seeing like the amount of just effort that everyone puts into their stuff. Even if it's like not the best, it's kind of like an okay like cosplay or something. It's still fun. I can see that they're obviously having a good time with it. They're proud of it. It's a very nice experience, I think, and it's probably one of my favorite things about going to cons. Just asking for pictures, you know, taking selfies with the cosplayers and everything. Man, it is so much fun. But yeah, also the sellers, like no, not the sellers, vendors. That's what they're called. The vendors are like another part of the con, the whole con culture, I guess, that I like so much, because I've always been a fan of like. Recently, I've been going to a lot of like markets and stuff because my grandparents have a little like a thing set up there, which is a Three Paws and Co's. By the way, if you guys ever see them, you should buy one of their. They make like dog bandanas. This is an advertisement for Three Paws and Co's now. Their products are amazing. My grandma makes them. Go buy them. Well, my grandma and my cousin make them, but I'm not too. It's my cousin's business. My grandparents help run it. I'm going to. That's not what I'm talking about right now. But I like the vendors and stuff that are at conventions because they always have like just the coolest things. I always end up seeing like a bunch of like handcrafted clothes and stuff. I know one that a friend over here just showed me right now was he had like a jean jacket that was like completely painted over with like a Demon Slayer character, and it looked super sick. And it's just like there's a bunch of just things like that. People selling like their own like custom clothing, custom art, which is always fun to see, and then like little trinkets, little like figurines and stuff like that, and it's fun. The only issue with that is that I don't have money, so every time that I go to a convention, I never actually end up buying anything because I spend all my money on a ticket, and then when I actually get inside, I have like $10 left, and it's like, okay, am I gonna go try to haggle a price for like an anime figurine, or am I gonna go eat? Because I feel like eating's kind of important, and the food here is extremely expensive, so. I never end up buying a lot of things there, but it is still fun to look around and see and talk to the people making it and like, oh, how long have you been doing this? And it's like, oh, yeah, I actually just started, and it's like, wow, really, this is kind of amazing. That's so sick. Maybe I'm going on a little bit of a tangent there. Who knows? But yeah, so that's something fun. Conventions. If y'all ever find a convention that looks interesting, you should go. It's definitely a really fun experience, especially if you go to the panels they have set up, and like you actually interact with everyone. Because that's my biggest problem when I was younger. I would never actually see any of the events that they were organizing or anything. It would just kind of go, walk around. Then I get bored. It's like, okay, I'm leaving now. But like ever since the last convention, I realized like, wow, there's a lot of things that happen here that are very fun to take part of, even if you're just like watching or like not even really participating. It's just a good time. I like it a lot. But yeah, I guess with that, I will probably go on to the next song. I think I have to play another stinger here. What time is it? It's 2:12. Yep. So I guess you guys are gonna get some more music right after this. All right, hey people. So those were two Porter Robinson songs, one song by Lil B, which is an artist that I didn't think I'd be playing on this radio station, but I've recently just kind of like fallen in love with his music. uh, he's very strange, and that's one of my favorite things about him. A lot of the things that he'd rapped over, because a lot of his songs, like the big ones, are very old. When I found out that song came out in like 2009 or something, that does not sound like something from 2009. That like I swear to, if you asked me, I would have been like, oh yeah, that came out like what, like maybe a couple years ago. No, over a decade old. Man is quite literally a visionary, and I respect him so much for it. He's weird. He's not afraid to do like dumb, silly stuff in his music, and I just honestly, I just respect that a lot. I love Lil B. Thank you, based God. He's a fantastic. But I do not have that much time left on the station. I think I have like 6 minutes. Yeah, I've got 6 minutes left, which is pretty much enough for one more song, and maybe a quick goodbye. So that's the quick goodbye right here. This is today was fun. Played a lot of nice music together. I think nice music. I still had one more Nufori song that I didn't get to play that I'm kind of upset about. But I mean, oh well, sorry Nufori. Actually, you know what? No, let's play a Nufori song. No, this one's shorter. Never mind. We're listening to Twin Skies by Cynthion again. I hope you guys like Cynthion from like 2 times ago. Well, I guess that's enough of my show for today. I hope everyone has a fantastic day, and I guess I'll see you guys next week.